Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. During our paper sampler and sketch series, you guys asked me again and again if I would do a quick video for the thank you card that I kept displaying over and over again as I showed you our annual catalog paper sampler. So I thought this is a perfect time to make this card with you. We did it in 3 different color combinations. This one is blueberry bushel. The glorious gingham has blueberry bushel, berry burst. It also has pretty peacock, and then lemon lime twist. That's where I decided to get the lemon lime twist, was from the designer series paper, and pecan pie. It's a great designer series paper pack, and it was the inspiration for my simple card, and I thought we would just make that one up today. The holiday catalog paper sampler and sketch series will be available to pre-order. We'll have information for you for that on August 30th. So we are definitely going to do another one of those amazing sampler and sketch series. There will be 3 brand new card sketches in the next round, and you can do it as either a starter pack where you can get your binder and your sketches 1 through 6 plus 7, 8, and 9, or you can get just the sketches 7, 8, and 9 laminated as a booster pack. So all that information is coming, and we are doing another one of these awesome sampler sketch series events. All right, so I've got my Berry Burst cardstock here. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And we're gonna put some texture on it using the Countryside Blossom embossing folder. I'm gonna just pop that in there nice and level. And oh, I thought this one was a 3D, but it's not. So let's set this up for a standard embossing folder. We've got 1. All right, so for a standard embossing folder, then you need 3, your folder with the paper in, and 3. Let's give that a crank. And there's our gorgeous textured layer. Let's get it on the card base. I've got a standard card base. It's Berry Burst 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to glue that on there centered. I'm going to use a generous amount of liquid glue here because we've got a really embossed, deep embossed texture. And pop that on center. Next up is our gingham designer series paper. This is glorious gingham 1 by 3. So the nice part about this layout and this measurement is that you can cut your card, your designer series paper, this is 6 by 6 paper, in half, and then get 6 1-inch pieces out of each half. So you get 12 cards out of every 6 by 6 designer series paper. So save this layout. Maybe it'll have to be shortcut card sketch number 10. We're going to glue that one. Let's bring our sample in here. It's high of center and then centered left to right. I've cut a basic white circle and a bow. So this is the bow punch. I cut my lemon lime twist bow ahead of time. And this is the new 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Love this one. Really fast way to make cards. I'm using 2 stamp sets on this. I've got just my type for the flowers, and the little You're Amazing strip greeting came from Sentimental Park. They're both mounted on the same block, which makes this card super speedy. We're going to stamp our circle with Memento Tuxedo black ink. If you need to make lots of cards, 2 3/8 inch circle and all your stamps on one block is a really good fast way to make lots of cards. All right, let's get rid of the ink pad and Stampin' Pierce map. And we're gonna color with Stampin' Blends markers. I have Berry Burst, lemon lime twist and blueberry bushel. And something that I did, just a little detail, let me show you. For my berry burst cards, I colored my flowers blueberry bushel, berry burst, blueberry bushel. For my blueberry bushel cards, I colored them berry burst, blueberry bushel, berry burst. And then for the pretty peacock card, we went a little bit outside the box and colored the flowers with bubble bath. So really kind of fun way to make them all a little bit unique. Not going to do a whole lot of blending here. The idea was that I needed to make a lot of pretty cards, and so along with putting both stamps on one block, so you can do the stamping with one effort, the other thing that we did here was keep our coloring very simple. So I got the light berry burst, and just going to do a couple of these flowers berry burst and add a little bit of shadow right at the base of the petals. We'll do the center of this flower with some blueberry bushel. Do this one blueberry bushel. I'm doing light blueberry bushel. And then again, just a little shadow right at the base. And then the leaves are going to be lemon lime twist. And I'm just going to fill them all in with dark lemon lime twist. No shading on the leaves. There you go. We'll take these aside. Let's bring our project back in here. I'm going to pop my little leaf on with some liquid glue, add in a bit along the stem. Kind of got my circle dry fit there, and just drop that on. Get a couple of dimensionals for the back of my circle here. I'm going to be kind of generous. It is the only pop we have on this card, and we want to support it. Nobody likes a saggy middle. Just center that, make sure your greeting's level. We're going to finish it up really simply with some neutral embellishments with a great amount of texture. So a very simple card like this is well finished with linen thread and brushed brass butterflies. I often say that if I could only choose 2 embellishments to have from Stampin' Up, I would probably choose these brushed brass butterflies, say that 10 times fast, and linen thread, because they are just really chameleons. You can use them with bright colors like this, neutral colors. They look great. We're coming into the fall season here pretty soon. They look great with fall leaves and beautiful warm rich colors as well. We're going to just tie a little bow, get a glue dot and a take your pick tool. For linen thread, I like to take the pick end of my take your pick tool and roll up the glue dot. So now it's on the end of my take your pick tool. I'll put the knot on that little rolled glue dot, put the bow where I want it to live, and just pull the take your pick tool out. And now our butterflies, I just put 2, 1 of each size. I think it's a good representation of the pack. I'm going to take the bigger guy, put him on first. Little guy kind of flying away in the opposite direction. And there it is. It's that simple. It's a great layout you can use with all kinds of different stamp sets, designer series paper, 12 cards from one 6x6 piece of designer series paper. I think it will most definitely be one of our shortcut card sketches eventually. Not in this round though. If you're curious about shortcut card sketches 7, 8, and 9, the first people that will get to see them is those that are participating in our holiday sampler. Keep an eye on the blog and the email list for details. You can email me, marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. If you've got any questions. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.